Hello there, my name is Adamte and you're welcome back to my channel. I've had several questions from students, specifically those who are the senior high school level here in Ghana. I was once at my alma mater, Our Lady of Mercy Senior High School, and the common question that came from students was that how was I able to blend my elective subjects and pass them successfully with flying colors? And the answer to this question is kind of holistic and not straightforward. However, it's doable. What I did was to blend several books from different artists or authors, and then use the knowledge that these authors have shared in their books to solve questions that I come across during my senior high school sciences program. And so, for instance, if you take chemistry, I did 4 years in my senior high school. So chemistry has to do with the introductory part, the move to acid, base, and salts in the second year. Then the third year, you're going to do something like organic chemistry. Some parts in the second year, you'll be tackling something like base, electrochemistry, and those things. Yeah. You're working on metals and all that. So I was a co-student, okay. I used the book called Co-Series for my chemistry, and then after using the course, I added sub-series to it, okay, by Sapon. That's the surname of the author. So from there, I added the gas to it. And so I have 3 different books that I learned chemistry from. Okay, so Cope series, Sapon series, or Sap series, and then the gas. So these books were my theoretical books. However, the practicals, I had a book from Atindana Senior High School, the practical series. I've forgotten the name of the author, but then I'll find it and then I'll drop it in the comment section or in the description section. So that book plus other books that I used for my practical sessions also made me a lot of fortunes in my practical aspect of the chemistry. It has to do with your ability to absorb the knowledge and apply the knowledge. Okay, it has nothing to do with extraordinary powers. You have to sit down and learn. I learned with groups, I learned individually, and I also learned by mere observation, by going to the lab and seeing experimentals or practicals being done by other colleagues. Sometimes I join experimental sessions that I'm not entirely involved in, but I'm just there to observe. I go there to observe these practicals, and it's okay for me. Once I get the concept of what is being taught or what they are about to or what they are up to, I am okay. And so I'm that fast learner when it comes to doing practicals in the lab or going about practicals in the lab, and that helped me a lot in having this photogenic memory of what I have to do with a particular person. And so this ability to carry out or blend yourself in that flexible manner will help you in a long way to go about your classes or your studies in the elementary school or senior high school. So that is that. If you take elective maths, for instance, there's Akiola, there's Akron series, there's I use the book called Crowley series. Okay, Crowley series. So I blended these three books together, and I have a government textbook. It's a government textbook, and I actually blended all four books together. And so I take questions from here, take questions from there on a particular topic. I can follow this topic from this author, and follow that same topic from another author, and follow the same topic from a third author, and I will see how differently these authors were able to explain their methods. And so I have about 3 different methods in tackling one simple question or one single question, and I'm able to use all these things at my perusal. And so you see, it's not going to be easy, it's not always going to be rosy, but then you have to adjust yourself to the system, and that will make you be above average. It will make you come on top. So this is how I was able to do it. Solving past questions here and there, whether I'm eating, I'm bathing, whatever I do, I have my books by my side, and I'm always reading. I love to read a lot. So guys, you have to be up and do it. You have to breathe the sciences that you are doing. You have to embrace it. I always tell students that, look, whenever they ask you what is your occupation, you put in there, I'm a student. So you have to take this very serious. That's what I did, and it helped me a lot. Seriously, it paid off. In my physics, there's Akiola, there's Atake, there's Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, I think it was in the chemistry. Yeah, in the chemistry, so I had Port Harcourt. So there's Port Harcourt, there's Atake, there's Akiola, and there's this government textbook that I always blend with. Then I have my past questions, and I had a book from Bishop Herman. Yes, it was talking on it spoke on atomic physics, and so that book alone, it's a small pamphlet. That book alone did the magic. I think it was written by one of their teachers there for a very long time in the 90s. But that book alone was a breakthrough for me in atomic physics. So I might not score an A in physics, but my grades are better. I bettered my grades. It was a solid grade, and that sealed me through to the university. So this is how I did it. It's not a magic. You can sit down, plan your studies back in school, and then you work with your groups, your study group. So you have to form a study group. You have to create a habit of solving questions on daily basis, at least one day, one question. That was my main aim or my daily routine. One day, one question. One day, either from mathematics, chemistry, biology, physics. I'm not speaking of biology. Come on, man. Biology, I had fast track, I had MOPAC, I had this government textbook, and I had 3 different practical textbooks. So everything was doable. Funny enough, I had rats in my room and I had cockroaches in my kitchen. So when it came to cockroaches and those rat aspects, I'm able to catch one and dissect the cockroach. I'm in Africa, so it's possible. If it's a frog, I'll go and catch a frog and look at whatever I have to see physically. If I have to go to the bush to see any plants, species for myself, I will do that. And you see, these things made the sciences real and handy for me to go about. And so when I entered to the university, it was that simple. It was not too difficult, but it was that simple for me to blend myself with all these things. Going into the biomedical sciences field at the University of Cape Coast. And shout out to the University of Cape Coast, man. It's not easy. It has never been easy at the University of Cape Coast, but God on my side, I was able to sail through. So we've done it. It's possible. You can equally do it. Look, you can do it. If you put your mind to it, if you plan and always make an effort to study, you are good to go. Let me share my faith here. I'm not imposing my faith on anyone on this channel. But then my Bible tells me that we should study to show ourselves approved. And I'll end by saying that, Lord, your word have I kept in my heart, so that it doesn't depart from my mouth. So if you are keeping your sciences in your heart, it will never depart from your mouth. And so these are some of the things that push me along the way and make me say, thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for coming to the channel. My name is still Renati Adamte, and this is the Adamte Lab. I'll be doing, in due time, I'll be doing a few series on some of these practical sessions on the channel to help students who are in the senior high school level back here in Ghana. And this will be my little service and contribution to you guys. You guys have to get some sense of direction. I would like to thank friends and guys like Dennis Temituro of Temasina Secondary School and Jeff Asian of Tema Schools. These two guys. And there's this guy called Agama. I don't really know him too much well, but this guy motivated me from afar, and I am so grateful. Say, wherever you are, I serve it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks on. No time, my brother, we gone.